You're going to go, cool story, bro. That's awesome. This is great self-help. Cool. I thought you said experiences versus education. And I mean that. I don't want it to be just a cool self-help moment. I believe that is truth. All right? That is truth from here. And the reality is, when we talked about Noah just a second ago, Noah's also the guy who got drunk, passed out naked. Or we got Abraham, who kicked out his baby mama and son, and then watched as his son, Isaac, repeated a generational sin of cowardice and said, no, this is not my wife, this is actually my sister, because he was afraid that his good-looking wife was going to get taken from him. Then there's Jacob. Talk about a cowardly mama's boy who, was all about breaking up a family. Joseph, punk little brother. Mr. Know-It-All. You just see him running in. Did you know this fact? No, go away. Moses, murderer that was scared of a man, scared of Pharaoh after he saw God. Gideon, before Gideon was the mighty warrior, he was also the king of whining and excuses. David, any of you ever hooked up with another man's wife and had him killed? Don't raise your hand. What I think is worse, though, because we hear the Bathsheba story all the time, what I think is worse is the fact that he did nothing to defend his daughter after she was raped. And his son had to step in and fulfill his role. Or Samson, the original bad boy of the Bible, who all of these traits fall under his name. Disregarded boundaries, struggled with lust, ignored good advice, broke rules, overestimated his cleverness, used anger as a tool, repeated mistakes, had a big ego, took foolish risks, struggled with intimacy, took too much for granted, and he lost sight of the big picture. You see, those 9 guys, though, all have something in common. You find their names in Hebrews chapter 11. Hall of Fame. Faith Hall of Fame. 3 of their names you'd actually find in a book called Bad Dads of the Bible. It talks about men who sucked at being dads. 3 of them are in the Hall of Fame. All right? They were all screw-ups. Major league mess-ups, just like each and every one of us. But God used them in a mighty way. And they had to make a choice, though. Were they going to own their lives? Were they going to own the mess-ups they had and do something about it? Were they going to take responsibility? Ownership is responsibility's big steroided brother. All right? Ownership. Own your world. It's nobody else's fault ever to blame. You. Own your world. And those men had to make that choice, and they did, fortunately. And that's why their names are in here. Not because, when they're in the Bible, they're perfect. It's okay for you to fail at something. It really is. It's not okay that you're too scared of failing to never try. It's okay that you screw up and sin, sometimes miserably. But it's not okay to hide it, pretend it didn't happen, or live as though you're better than every other sinner. Pharisees are not holding open tryouts, all right? They don't need any more. Man, God's going to judge you one day. I'm going to give an account. This is what I did with my talents. Not, this is what I meant to do. This is what I knew I should have done. This is what I thought I was doing. Here's my talents. Here's what you gave me, and here's what I did with it. Now, fortunately for us, all of this is not dependent upon just us. Because again, I'm going to fail 10 out of 10. How ownership works its way into my life, how a smile comes across my face no matter what, is inside-out living. It really is spirit-led, relationship-centered. I'm going to live on what I know is true from the inside, regardless of what's going on the outside. All the time. And there's only one way we can do that, and that's through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. If your life is just about you, eventually you will get broken. Life's going to beat you. 10 out of 10. None of us are tougher than life. But if you believe in something transcendent, bigger than this life, bigger than this world, and are a part of something bigger than yourself, you can do what others would go, man, that's crazy. That's impossible. How is he still smiling? Why is he still here? After all they've been through.